Cao Cao rose above his many rival warlords to gain control over the imperial throne. He made great efforts to establish a new regime centered on Shu. In the face of this, Yuan Shao and the other powerful clans could not remain docile, and their ambitions were soon laid bare. Elsewhere, Sun Ce worked with Zhou Yu on a plan to gain independence from Yuan Shu. In their youthful eyes, possibilities seemed to stretch out all the way to the horizon. Although Liu Bei had now allied with the peerless warrior Lui Bu, he fell into doubt, unable to decide on the path he should take. With the entire land facing great uncertainty, its heroes also stood at a crossroads. Chapter 4. Sun Ce rises up in Jiangdong. Liu Bei faces a quandary in Chiapei. Cao Cao fights a decisive battle at Guandu.
Allow me to welcome you again.
Hear, hear. You've already done so much to help us. I'm glad you decided to formally join our forces.
Agreed. I just wish we could find more people like you.
On the one hand, you are valuable to us simply for your excellent abilities as a warrior. Yet, your versatility is what makes you special. And so I will not give you any strict orders. You can do as you see fit. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to recruit you if I intended for you to serve me like any other officer. Each of my retainers has unique strengths. It is my job to decide how they may be best utilized. Use your gifts to soar through the battlefield like a Luan.
Dian Wei, don't you think you're working too hard? You'll collapse if you don't take a moment to rest once in a while.
Don't worry, Shu Chu. I can handle it. Neither of us came from renowned families. So we need to work hard just to prove ourselves. Right, Yue Jin?
Yes. I was a mere record keeper before my promotion. Now I have to keep striving to live up to his lordship's high expectations.
And you're one to talk, Shu Chu. You've been working from dawn until dusk as well.
Well, I've lived in a village my whole life. But now we're trying to cultivate fields across the realm. There's a lot of work to do.
It seems we are all in agreement. I hear that your circumstances are similar to mine. I am new here, and know little of what has passed. I imagine Lord Cao Cao must have recruited you for your particular skills. I thought so. I saw you fight at Hulao Gate and was most impressed. His lordship has an amazing knack for finding talented men like yourself and giving them roles where they can shine. He is not swayed by reputation or accomplishments. He simply assesses each warrior's might and each strategist's shrewdness.
Yes. If he hadn't taken notice of me, I'd have remained in the infantry. I may never have had a chance to prove myself.
That's why we must work harder than ever. If we let up, we might end up disgracing our lord.
Right. It's gonna take a lot of sweat and toil to get to where we want to go. But we owe it to him to throw ourselves into it.
Well, Now, let's discuss what to do about Louis Bu.
He has fled from Puyang, and now seeks shelter under Liu Bei, who in terms of military strength alone, is no real threat to us.
But what's concerning is the growing number of elite warriors who have gathered to serve him out of admiration, while we could have easily dealt with each of them individually. Now that so many of them are allied together.
I am of the same opinion. Especially noteworthy are Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, Liu Bei's two fiercest officers.
Then, our aim should be to destroy their unity.
It is Liu Bei himself that binds them all together. He is widely respected as a benevolent man. Most would be honored to serve him. But as we know, Louis Bu is ambitious, perhaps too ambitious to remain in anyone's service for long.
Then, we ought to have Liu Bei sent to eliminate Yuan Shu by imperial decree. If we can force Louis Bu and Liu Bei into a conflict, both will take heavy losses.
Would you elaborate on your reasoning, Lord Shunyu?
We shall take advantage of Liu Bei's virtuous nature. From what I understand, he is not the type to turn down people's requests. If he receives orders from the Emperor, he is certain to comply. And once he leads his forces away, Xiaopei will no longer be adequately defended. Chen Gong would not miss the opportunity to capture it.
Yuan Shu and Liu Bei are among our biggest threats. If they destroy each other, it would be a big help. Lord Shunyu, you're being surprisingly ruthless. Are we to assume this is all for the sake of a peaceful future?
His lordship has set his sights on conquering the entire realm. If I am to assist him in that goal, I too must be willing to make hard choices.
Lord Shunyu, that is...
I admit I have my own thoughts on the matter, but I will recommend to Lord Cao Cao that an imperial decree be issued.
I see. Liu Bei would certainly become a threat with Louis Bu in his ranks. I will propose to the Emperor that Yuan Shu be hunted down.
Thank you, my lord.
The situation is concerning, even supposing that we manage to take care of Louis Bu and Liu Bei. Yuan Shao battles with Gong Sun San in Yo to the north, and tensions are rising in Jing to the south.
Yuan Shao is the one we should be most wary of. Gong Sun Zan is doing well defending against him, but Yuan Shao now controls most of Hebei, so it is only a matter of time. Yuan Shao will win eventually.
And when he does, his forces will be further bolstered by citizens from Yo province and the remnants of Gong Sun Zan's army. After that, he will set his sights on us. Or to be more precise, on the Emperor in the capital.
So what do we do? Ally with Gong Sun San and take him on? It'll take a significant amount of our manpower to overturn Gong Sun San's unfavorable odds.
Agreed. And if he were to win, we would end up as enemies before long. I think we should hold back and look for a way to weaken both parties.
Dian Wei, what do you think?
Me? I have nothing to contribute to a discussion on strategy.
If we never bring in new voices to our discussions, our strategies will become predictable. It can be useful to hear candid opinions from someone like you sometimes.
If you put it that way, in my opinion, the most important thing in any war is to protect whatever you value the most. I would advise that we stay put and protect the Emperor and the capital. And while Yuan Shao and Gongsun San are fighting, we can build up our strength.
A sound strategy, as I'd expect from you, Lord Dianwei. I think that may just be the best course of action. At the same time, we need to ensure that we're not dragged into the conflict, for one reason or another.
We ought to eliminate the possibility of Yuan Shao finding some excuse to attack us. One way might be to cede him the rank of Grand General, which His Majesty bestowed on Lord Cao Cao just recently.
That wouldn't be right, surely. Yuan Shao is not worthy of it for one, and it was the Emperor's decision.
An interesting stratagem. His pride will not allow him to attack someone he is indebted to. The rank of Grand General is a mere formality. I have no qualms about giving it up.
Well then, it seems we have decided on our strategy with respect to Louis Bu, Yuan Shu, Liu Bei, Yuan Shao, and Gongsun Zan.
That leaves one other major matter. What to do about Jing Province. Zhang Ji, who took the city of Nanyang in Jing, has fallen. Now his successor, Zhang Xiu, is in rivalry with Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's forces far outnumber those of Shang Xu, stationed in Wan Castle. I believe we should take Nanyang, an ally with Liu Biao.
Then let us try that. We will face Zhang Xu next. Go and make preparations for battle.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. He's just so cool.
Excellent.
Right. Yes.
We must walk is set. Onward! Everyone! Start the advance! Time to act. Draws here! The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to attack. We fight! Looking rough. Give them hell.
situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough.
I thank you.
This town has gotten bigger, now that I think about it. I wonder if that's thanks to Lord Cao Cao.
Hear an irritating whelp after this. I shall go silent.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this! The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. And act. Whoa.
Experience my stratagem, refined to perfection.
All my might. Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. To victory! To victory! Take this. Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. And act. All my might. To victory! This is quite the embarrassment. I think I'm gonna have to pull back. With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. Whoa.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say a bunch of his...
It's an honor to have you visit. If I may, even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
Well...
Ah, you're here. I had a feel.
The scars left by Luibu's assault truly.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao.
Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when he...
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price we shall pay in lost trade.
The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone!
This territory is ours.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Done for.
Bear witness to my path.
Time to end this. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march at once!
Can't get too far ahead. Stop here to see a big shakedown.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Have to attack! I'll wipe out a lot of them!
I can't believe this! The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight. An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march at once!
Onward, everyone! Without delay! Begin advancing! Here! Concentrate here! Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. Did you run in looking for fame? Now, thoughtless! There we go! Concentrate! With all my might! All my might!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. Concentrate. Take this. All my might. Concentrate. No good. All my might. Failure.
The enemy officer
Begin the
has been
advance.
defeated.
All units, march. Begin the advance.
Now is the time for forward momentum. Come, onward! March forward!
We're in a lot of trouble if we lose this position. Don't let your guard down.
I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate.
Bring him down.
Looking rough. Forgive me for imposing on you in such a manner. I am ready to face any punishment. We recovered our food.
Come, everyone, muster up your courage.
Bring him down. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Officer has been defeated. Time to attack.
Done very well.
The enemy officer.
To know I can count on you.
Now is the time for forward momentum. Come, onward! March forward!
I foresaw this victory before it even happened! Begin the advance. All units, march! Begin the advance!
Let me teach you what happens when you charge into things head first.
Bring him down. Looking rough.
I'll end this.
Sacred Bird protect us!
Time to attack! This'll do. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's fight to bring glory to our forces! End this!
Looking rough.
End this!
Now!
I hear an irritating whelp out there. I shall go silence it. Start the advance!
Let's get serious.
I'm making my way up!
Fight to bring glory to our forces!
Sacred Bird protect us. Loose. Take that.
This'll do. Here we go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
What could possibly drive you to charge so recklessly into the fray?
Time to act.
This defeat. Bring him down. Mid-defeat. Sacred Virtue status. Mid-defeat.
I'd like to bring glory to our forces!
Defeat!
I'm making my way up! That is...
Time to end this! Curtain draws here! The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lords Guan Yu and Jiang Fei are...
The scars left by Liu Bu's assault truly run deep.
Good.
Even with such an eminent family.
Hey, you came as promised. It can be busy during war councils, but the rest of the time it's very quiet. Perfect for reading. Here, I have the text that you asked for last time. You have a good eye. I'm impressed. This is some fascinating stuff. I'm glad I found someone to study with. Next time we'll go and see my teacher together, I'd like to introduce you to him. I believe a broad knowledge base will be necessary in the future. And studying with others helps you see things from other perspectives. With our Lord on the cusp of rising to power and quelling the turmoil, he'll need people that can help him govern in times of peace. I think if we keep studying together, we can be of use to him. Besides that, all kinds of knowledge can have value on the battlefield. That goes for intuition too, which many say I excel in. Oh, you think so? Do you know what happens when intuition strikes? All your accumulated knowledge comes together and provides you with a solution, which is all well and good. But what use is that if you don't have time to implement it? In moments like that, I always feel self-loathing. And then I keep looking back on what happened. Trying... but I've not let you speak at all. I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear you say that. I feel I can talk to you about anything. So, I should tell you. To be honest, I really just want to be close to you. All these things I've been saying are just pretext for that. Having you alongside me on the battlefield doesn't suffice. I want us to be like partners, striving in our studies together. Maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I have a feeling that things are going to go our way.
Thank you for responding to my call. I would like to talk with you, if you don't mind. Well, I've been thinking of ending my record-keeping work. I wanted your opinion, which is why I wrote to you. Thanks to your cooperation, I've managed to collect a lot of battle records. And in the meantime, I volunteered on a number of battlefields and have gained some experience as an officer. Now that I have other duties to attend to, I find that I don't have the time to keep records. If I keep on like this, I will fail at both duties. It is not in my nature to do any less than my utmost. I feel it is right to hand my duties as record keeper over to someone new and inexperienced, as I used to be. As reluctant as I am to admit it, perhaps the time has come for me to permanently trade my brush for a sword. So my question is, will you join me in this next adventure? Really? Thank you! I I was worried that giving up my role as a record keeper would make it more difficult to start a conversation with you. Anyway, this may have been a short discussion, but that's all I wish to say for now. How about we train together? Let us race one another to the training ground. I hope we can continue challenging each other until the day our Lord's vision is realized.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold. Hope I get to witness it.
Yeah. That's right.
Everything's gotten...
Interesting. To initiate such a plan under those conditions. Your keen insight never Oh, if it's praise you want, it's praise you will get. Where to start? Your extraordinary ability to read the battlefield is a rare gift. It is a great honor to witness your skills in action. Having an accurate perception of your own abilities is very important. Especially knowing what happened. I am sure you are aware that I am in the service of Lord Yuan Shao. He has of late come to be called the most powerful leader in the land. In the past, he has followed a typical path to power, achieving victories reliably through acquiring more resources than his enemies. But now, it's as if he is trying to become greater than the sum of his abilities. Perhaps he feels to pick fruit higher up the Tree of War, he does not use a ladder, but has begun the construction of a tower of great height. As someone in his service, I find this situation most vexing. Certainly you can understand my misgivings. Yes. He has managed to use his family name to intimidate rivals and consolidate his victories. But it cannot last much longer. A victory gained without wisdom and strength can be easily taken away. Because war is the great clash of human potential, and the ephemeral spark of that moment in history is what captures the hearts of men. I suppose I could. That's some advice I would never hear from my comrades. At any rate, Speaking with you has lifted my spirits. It is always a pleasure, even if the subject matter is not. If, perchance, my ideal battlefield did exist somewhere in this world, I believe that it might be next to you. Would you welcome such an event? I am happy to hear it. When that day comes, please make a place for me closer to you. I can see that you mean what you say. But for now, let us keep the proper distance from each other, as servants of different masters. One day, on the battlefield of my dreams, we will stand together as allies. Until that day. Yes,
Not many people can read and write. I used to be a Yellow Turban, just like Jotsan. I've seen how strong he is firsthand.
How fun! Do you mind?
What are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started! Take this! Take this!
That it?
Obliterate you! Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer. Has been defeated.
Is that it? Looking rough.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
Take this!
Take this!
Take this!
See you!
Take this! Take this!
Bear witness to my power. With all my might.
Take this!
Looking rough.
Take this!
Gotta be quicker. Bear witness to my power.
Take this! Now!
Take this! Let's end this. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.